5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make that ass clap like that gun. Hey guys, my name is Jacqueline. You may know me from my social media platforms, Bossy Jack, or you may follow my business page, Jacqueline T Collection. I wanted to do this video because I am starting to vlog, and I wanted to get a little bit more into a little bit about my life, my business life, and I wanted to share a lot of my personal experiences with you guys. So I thought a great video would be bless you. I thought a great video would be me just talking about who I am. And you know, I always get asked a lot of questions, so I decided to take some of those questions, I put them in my notes just so I can answer them for you guys. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Well, let's just get the basics out the way. So my name is Jacqueline Tucker, and I have 3 beautiful daughters, Aaliyah, Amari, and Ava. And I have a wonderful husband who goes by the name of Jallo Beats. He is a Grammy Award winning producer. He is very well known. So yeah, let's just hype him up for a second because I love who he is. So and everything about him. But I thought it would just be cool to kind of like do this video, so let's just kind of like hop right into it. You may hear a little Ava in the background, so I'll try to keep her as quiet as I can for as long as I can. So the first question I got is, what is your advice on someone looking to open up their own boutique? So if you know me, you know that I own a small women's boutique in downtown Westchester. I sell clothing for women who are just moms on the go and want to be cute. And you know, some advice that I give to a lot of people is that you just have to know who you want to sell to. In the beginning, I didn't know who I wanted to sell to, and I didn't realize that you had to have someone you wanted to sell to. I literally just kind of like opened this boutique. I had a little bit of everything. I didn't know really who my target market was. So I kind of feel like I crashed because nobody really got who I was and or what I was doing. So, well, not that I crashed, but I didn't really get the response that I was looking for. So definitely figure out who your target market is. If you are wanting to open up a brick and mortar store, you definitely want to go in that area. You definitely want to know who's in that area, who's shopping in that area, what do they look like, what are they wearing. I will say what works for me is that people like the way I may put things together. You know, a lot of my friends help me put things together. So definitely have people in your corner that's going to help you and want to see you succeed. The next question is, what is your sign? So I am an Aries. My birthday is March 26th. So I am a little bit stubborn. Someone asked, what inspired you to get into fashion and having your own boutique? What made me get into fashion was because I didn't really have what everybody else did. So when I was of age, I got a job and I was able to buy certain things. And then when I started working at the mall, so a lot of people may know me as working at Granite Run Mall for like 10 years. And I worked in the store. They changed the name like 100 times. It used to be called Bloom Charcoal. I can't even think of all the names that it was, but everybody used to come to the store. They used to go shopping. And so I just love the feeling of making someone else feel good. So, you know, whether if it was just putting outfits together for them or making sure that they find something that they were looking for, because we all know that we hate going to 1,000 stores looking just for one thing. So definitely that was the reason why I got into having my own boutique. I, at the time when I was 18, 19, 20, literally thought that, you know, by me running this store in the mall that I could run my own boutique. But me not knowing at that age that I could do what the people that I worked for do, I just didn't have the knowledge. And I probably would have killed the game if I would have known all of the stuff that I do know now. So that was a good question. How do you manage unsold inventory after restyling and shooting? I keep a lot of the stuff that I wear in I keep a lot of the stuff that I wear in photo shoots, because I do need clothes too. So, and a lot of the stuff that I buy, so I am the buyer for my store. So a lot of the stuff that I buy from my store, I literally keep because I like it. You know, I'm not like a small girl, so I try to find things that fit my body, because there's 1,000 other women that has the same body as me that don't fit a small or extra small. So but literally I keep a lot of the stuff that I shoot in. So but to answer that question, I definitely think that if you're looking to sell a lot of the stuff that you are shooting in, I would just discount them. The next question is, why did you close the Chester store? I literally was not going to close it. I literally was going to try to manage both stores. But you know, when I started working on a Westchester store, I thought that I was going to overwhelm myself. So I literally was just like, you know what, I don't think that I need both stores. And I will tell you, it was like the biggest mistake, one of the biggest mistakes that I made. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Should have tried to make it work, because both stores are truly different. And I think that I tried to bring my Chester store to Westchester, but again, this goes back to the question of learning who your customers are. So I didn't know who I was selling to when I went to Westchester. So literally like different people. And so I had to kind of like change up everything in the store. And you know, I loved being in Chester. You know, I felt like Chester was in the middle of everything. You know, I have the opportunity now to kind of like come back to Chester. But I definitely want my old store back, which is being rented out. So my store decides to fall back on my lap, I definitely will reopen it. So, you know, I'm just gonna put it out there into the world. Maybe it will work, you know, but I'm definitely working so hard on my Westchester stores. So, you know, I hope you guys get to come out and come visit. It's really nice in downtown Westchester. So, you know, you guys can do, and I can't wait till the weather breaks, because it's really nice down there. You literally got vegan food. You have so many different type of food, like that you can come sit down outside. So definitely, if you are in the Westchester area, come visit my store in Pennsylvania, because not Westchester, New York, or wherever. So the next question is, are you mixed? I am mixed. I am Puerto Rican and black. My mother is Puerto Rican and my dad is black, but I grew up on my Puerto Rican side, so I do speak Spanish fluently. So a lot of people don't realize, my husband didn't even realize that. My daughter is trying to get out of her crib and she doesn't know how, so she's scaring me. So if you see me jump up, I'm sorry. The next question is, someone said they love your page. Oh, thank you. How many children do you have? I have 3 children. I have Aaliyah, Amari, Ava, and they are 10, 8, and 1. Yes, they are 10, 8, and 1. I'm going to try to like finish this as fast as I can. They are all beautiful young ladies, and I love them so much. I do everything I do is for them. We're like super innocent in their eyes, so I try to just be a role model in their lives and just try to make sure that I'm raising them the way very differently than I was raised, obviously, because we grow and we mature And so yeah. So next question. Are you gonna have more children? No, I am not. I am done. I am blessed with all 3 of my kids. I think that if it decides to happen again, then you know, it just decides to happen. But as of right now, I am done. I thought I was done with the second one, which is why there's such a big age gap between the second and the third. But yeah, I'm done. No more. What is your fave website to shop for everyday clothing? www.shopjacquelines.com. I mean, come on. What motivates you? My children motivate the hell out of me, but the one person I think that I try to impress the most is my husband. I see everything that he does, and I'm so inspired by everything that he does. And you know, so if anyone that I'm trying to impress is the love of my life, which is my husband. And you know, so I really go hard because I always tell him that one day I'm gonna be taking care of him instead of him taking care of me. But even if I try to give him something, he doesn't accept it from me at all, unless it's like a birthday or Christmas gift. But you know, if I was to have like $10,000, he'll be like, no. He'd be like, nah, put that back into your business. So I love him for that. And who doesn't love a husband that tell you to keep your money? Like, even though he's invested so much into me. So yeah, so he's one of the people that motivates me, that keeps me going, because I see that he doesn't give up. So I definitely don't want to give up, because before I started Jacqueline's boutique, I literally did like 1,000 things before this. You know, I had a children's boutique. I had a bow line, so I used to make like hair bows for little girls. I worked in a lawyer's office. It was just a lot of things that I did, and I don't know if I was just testing out so much stuff. So, you know, when I started the women's boutique, I felt at home, but I just didn't know how to connect it and put it together, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So, you know, bear with me. I'm only 2 years in, so, you know, like, everybody doesn't have it all the way together. So I'm hoping that you know, I see my business growing, and I feel like it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. I genuinely have 6,000 followers. Every follower that I have was not bought. I have literally been working my way up to make sure that I'm being recognized, or just I'm working hard. So I am going to pause at this moment because Ava is waving her little cup and she ain't playing no games. All right, guys, so I'm back. The next question is, how long have you been married? So I have been married for 6 years. This year will be 7. But I've been with my husband for about 10 years now. So yeah, we've been married for a little bit now. What is one thing that you wouldn't want your daughters to go through that you did? Oh my gosh. One thing I think that I don't want my daughters to go through is just heartbreak. Just finding the wrong people, first of all. Just knowing who is good for you when it comes to just relationships or just even friendships. Knowing when to be like, okay, I'm done with this. I definitely don't want my children to not care about the small things. The small things for me was just my education, which is probably something big, but I didn't really care for it. And I want my children to really love and want to educate themselves. I don't really remember a lot from high school, like being involved and stuff. Like, I wasn't involved in nothing. I literally just went to school because I had to, and I just would leave. I just wanted to make money. So yeah, so one of the things that I would never want my kids to go through is just doing all the dumb stuff, feeling like they have to grow up fast, if that makes sense. So that was a really good question. I'm really going to ponder and think about that question, and I'm definitely going to do a part 2 to this. I have so many more questions, but my battery is about to die. So I am going to cut it short. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, which is my business page, JacquelineT.collection, or you could follow me on my personal page, which I really don't post a lot on that page, which is Bossy Jack.